Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat?
Teams are in the middle of the field. 1-0. The Saints back above 500. Winning it 24-17, 5-4, as they do something they haven't done since last year when they won 3 straight. They win 2 straight.
Good win, hard-fought win. Look, none of these are ever easy in our league, all right? And for anybody that ever thinks that you got an easy one, you're waiting to get your ass beat. So we're excited about the win and moving forward and getting ready to go play Minnesota.
Saints beat the Bears 24-17, and Dennis Allen and I completely agree on something there. Say it all the time. You never apologize for how you win in the NFL. Style points do not matter. Not a lick. There's no ranking. There's no committee to impress. None of it. On a ledger, all 32 teams are equal because all 32 teams have the same number of paid players on their roster. And that's why the old adage of any given Sunday is true, because on any given Sunday, anybody can beat anybody. It's just the way the NFL works. So, he's right. If you think you got a layup, you're waiting to get your ass beat. He's right. And still, after that game yesterday, I was fuming. Look, there's a weird irony in this that people would cheer for their team to lose. Like, literally the best thing that could happen is your team winning, right? It's the best thing that could happen. Go win all your games and make the playoffs and win in the playoffs. And there's people that are like, man, I don't want them to win because they might make the playoffs. No. The point of playing is to win games. Herm Edwards. You play to win the game. Win games, make it to the playoffs, and go. And I get it. I'm the guy who's been talking about the low ceiling with Derek Carr and Dennis Allen, and I believe that to be true. But I would love to be wrong. And there's an example in history. The 2007 New York Giants are the best example. Now, we've seen wildcard teams make the playoffs and win the Super Bowl. That's not altogether unprecedented. But that 07 Giants team was 9-7. They won the NFC Championship game in Green Bay, Brett Favre's last game there. They go to the Super Bowl and beat the 18-0 New England Patriots. Truly any given Sunday. Now, that's an outlier, and I don't believe this Saints team is even remotely capable of that, but I would love to be wrong. I would love for the Saints to win out and win the division and go to the playoffs and win there and advance to the Super Bowl and win it. I don't believe that's going to happen. But the irony is saying, man, they won. That's terrible. No. The best thing that can happen is that they win. It's not a bad thing when they win. Although I understand draft position and all that sort of stuff. So, Matt, why were you mad? You might ask me, Matt, why were you mad? You might ask me, Matt, why were you mad?
Matt, why were you mad?
I'm glad you asked, Muse. Thank you. Because you won this game 24-17 on a day where you were +5 in the turnover margin. Let me say that again. You were +5 in the turnover margin. You essentially had double the amount of possessions as your opponent. +5. Not only were you +5, it's not like you were +5 against the 2007 Patriots. You were +5 against the 2-7 Bears, who were starting a rookie quarterback. Nay, who were starting a backup rookie quarterback. No. Who were starting a backup rookie quarterback making just his 3rd start ever. No. Starting a backup rookie quarterback making his 3rd start ever out of Division II Shepherd College. Oh, wait, one more. Starting a backup rookie quarterback out of Division II Shepherd, making his 3rd start ever. And oh, by the way, he also had a bum knee. And in spite of all those factors, on a day where you are +5 in the turnover margin, you are hanging on like that old cartoon where the cat digs his claws in as he's being scratched away and like the whole rock comes up, right? That was the Saints at the end of this game because your head coach is a nincompoop. How in the world am I watching a game where the Saints are up 7 at home in the fourth quarter, all the scenarios I just talked about, you get a turnover, beautiful interception by Marcus May. You're at the Bears' 17-yard line. So you could line up for a 34-yard field goal. You could line up for a 34-yard field goal and go up 2 scores. 2 scores against a team to this point that's scored just once in the second half, a field goal. You could go up 2 scores with a 34-yard field goal. Right there, middle of the field, an extra point. And you go up 2 scores. And instead, you go for it on 4th and 1. Should I reiterate? You would have gone up 2 scores. It's not like a field goal would have put you up 6 or 7. The field goal would have put you up 10. It would have put you up 2 scores, Dennis, 2. And instead, you go for it. Oh, not only did you go for it, you decide to do a quarterback sneak. Oh, did I mention, not only did you decide to go for it with a quarterback sneak, you used Derek Carr instead of Taysom Hill. Why do you continue to try to make this more difficult than it should be? We already established it's hard to win in the NFL. Thank God Paulson Adebo showed up yesterday. Am I right about that? Can we get a big round of applause? Everybody in here, can we just get like a big old round of applause for Paulson Adebo? Thank God that dude decided to roll his ass out of bed and show up yesterday because Paulson Adebo was a one-man freaking wrecking machine. Paulson Adebo, 2 interceptions. How about the punch-out against DJ Moore? DJ Moore stood up. Adebo punches it out and recovers it. He had 7 tackles on the day, the forced fumble, the fumble recovery, 2 interceptions, and 3 passes defended. Paulson Adebo was a one-man wrecking crew. Shout out to Paulson Adebo for overcoming your head coach and helping your team win. Can the Blake Groupie experiment please end? He doinked another one with a chance to go up 2 scores. So after your coach passes on the 34-yard field goal, your defense comes up with another takeaway, and this time he decides to kick the field goal, and Blake Groupie, his choice, doinks it off the upright. If you're scoring at home, kids, Blake Groupie on the season is at 78%. Being under 80 in the NFL in 2023 is criminal. Blake Groupie's at 78%. You want salt in the wound? Will Lutz, the guy who you cut to keep, the kid from Notre Dame who looks like the security attendant? Will Lutz is at nearly 87% on the season. How about that for a swift kick in the gonads? Oh, can we also give a game ball to Mike Triplett? I would like to do this. Can we put in a formal request to send a game ball from Sunday to Mike Triplett? Because after last week, it was Mike Triplett who noted that the Saints are 17-1 all-time in games where Taysom Hill carries the ball at least 7 times. Well, clearly, Pete Carmichael follows Mike Triplett on Twitter. And thank God that he does, or somebody in the Saints organization does, who passed this along to Sneaky Pete. Because we finally got to see another day where they rode Taysom Hill. He threw a touchdown pass. He carried 11 times for 52 yards. He caught a touchdown pass, 4 receptions, 13 yards and a touchdown. It ain't hard, people, unless if you have 4th and 1 from the 17-yard line and then you decide to sneak Derek Carr instead of, the really athletic freak show who always seems to get you the tough yard that you need. So game ball to Mike Triplett of New Orleans.Football. I don't know if we can formally get him one. You know, one of those balls where they rip off one of the leather panels and put a white panel on it, and then they stamp like game ball with the opponent, the date, and the guy's name on it. Like, I hope we can get one of those for Mike, but he deserves it this week. Hat tip to Andrews Pete. Back-to-back weeks playing left tackle. I don't read Pro Football Focus. I don't know what his grade is. I don't really care. All I know is that Derek Carr wasn't harassed from his backside all day, so Andrews Pete playing left tackle actually showed up. Carl Granderson continues to be awesome. You paid that dude, and he's only played better as this season's gone along. 5 tackles, had the TFL, had a quarterback hit. He continues to make great plays. How about Colin Saunders? Effort play, making a tackle on a running back 30 yards down the field. Almost saw a fat man touchdown, doing everything the team needs to win. It's one of the things. Juwan Johnson got a touchdown, which was great to see. Oh, Jimmy Graham was a healthy scratch in this ball game. Remind me why we pulled that guy off of his couch. It's so frustrating because there's some things on this team that are really good. I just mentioned Carl Granderson's playing great. Brian Brzee looks like you hit on that guy. Demario Davis continues to be a freak. Paulson Adebo, he'll win the NFC Defensive Player of the Week justifiably. He's awesome. Chris Olave finally got out of his head and had a pretty good day yesterday. I just mentioned Juwan Johnson caught a touchdown pass. Taysom Hill was really effective. Kendre Miller was injured, but boy, he had a beautiful run around left end where he darted upfield. You didn't have to ride Alvin Kamara to 20-plus carries. There's a lot to like about this team, yet all these good players have to overcome their horrendous coaching from Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael, which is why you know that and Derek Carr, who's an average quarterback, have a low ceiling. And that's the unfortunate part about it. Yet improbably there in first place, y'all. The Falcons pissed down their leg yesterday and let Joshua Dobbs, who had been in the building in Minnesota for 5 days, rally and beat them. The Bucs gave up nearly 500 passing yards to rookie C.J. Stroud, who's really good, by the way. And here you are in sole possession of first place of a hideous NFC South. You are winning in spite of your head coach and your quarterback. You're 5-4. You're going on the road this weekend to take on those aforementioned Minnesota Vikings. Then you get a bye. And then you're on the road against the Atlanta Falcons, who just benched their quarterback. And I'm not sure if you heard the news today, but Daniel Jones tore his ACL. So that's another team, another future opponent where you're going to face a backup quarterback. There's a lot of breaks that the Saints are catching and a lot of things coming up aces for the New Orleans Saints. You didn't have to face Justin Fields. You're not going to have to face Kirk Cousins. You're not going to face Danny Dimes. You may keep on winning in spite of yourself. And that's the best thing that could happen. I want him to win. I want him to win. I want him to win the division. I want him to make the playoffs and have a great shot to make a run. I don't necessarily believe they're going to go on a run, but you can't make a run if you don't get in. So, I'm going to grit my teeth and cheer like hell that they keep on rolling and somehow figure out a way to be more than what Dennis Allen is. And that's an impediment to this team's success. Saints win 24-17 over the Bears. Minnesota this week, and then the open date. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.